Hi, I'm Dr. Anna Baranowski, and I'm talking with Sat Dharam Kaur today, and she specializes in helping people who have addictions, and she does it in a very profound way using Kundalini Yoga. And she's created a masterful uh, methodology for assisting individuals with addictions. And as you know, I really have seen so many people struggle with both trauma and addictions. And in every single case that I have seen individuals who struggle with addictions, I've always peeled back the layer to find trauma. So I think Sat can help us quite a bit in better understanding her methodology in helping individuals who are struggling with addictions. So thank you so very much, Sat, for joining us today. And I wonder if you could just tell us a little bit about who you are and the method you use and kind of what inspired this work.
Thank you. So I've been a Kundalini Yoga teacher since 1979 and a naturopathic doctor since 1989. And I put those two things together to create various programs, including the Beyond Addiction program.
So I would like to know really what brought you to the yoga approach and how that helps people with addictions.
So the yoga helps to bring awareness back to the body, bring comfort back to the body, bring safety back to the body. And the relaxation that we do during the yoga with the Shavasana helps them to relax into the body. So we through the yoga, the body is made a safe space once again. That's
right.
What the yoga does.
Now, for a lot of people, they won't know what Shavasana is. So that's kind of the corpse pose where you're lying down and just letting your body relax deeply. Yeah. But I know that we're going to do a little exercise shortly. Yeah. So that you can demonstrate something that you know really makes a big difference for trauma survivors. But before we do that, Sat is working in collaboration with Dr. Gabor Mate to address trauma and addictions very specifically in some of the workshops that she's doing. And there's one coming up in Ottawa, I believe, in the new year, sometime in September 2016. So that's something to really be aware of as well. So Sat, can you talk a little bit more about what Kundalini Yoga is and how you find that is helping people kind of deal with the struggle of addiction?
So Kundalini Yoga is a very powerful yoga that uses the physical postures in the body combined with breath work, combined with mantra, combined with awareness. It's called the yoga of awareness. So it's a very rapid way compared to some other systems of creating transformation in the body. It quickly helps a person to connect with their spirit, for lack of a better word.
What does that really do? Connecting with your spirit. What does that do and what does that mean?
When you connect, so one of the pieces at the bottom of addiction and trauma is that we have identified with the addiction or identified with the trauma. We've identified with the story of our life as being who we are.
That's pretty limiting, right?
It's pretty limiting.
It seems like we're a whole lot more than that in a lot of ways.
So the first thing that's needed is to recognize that that's not all who we are. And so the yoga helps us tap into that larger self. You can call it the higher self, the spirit, the soul. But we get an experience of it. We gain that connection to the spirit. When you have the connection to the spirit, the real spirit, you don't need the connection to the false spirit of addiction.
Because that's really not going to nourish a person in the long run.
And what we're really looking for is that connection to spirit.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what the yoga gives that glimpse, that experience of fairly quickly on. And then we put that in the context of this is who you really are. This connection to spirit, this experience you have right now of pure being, of peace, of love, this is who you really are. This is your true identity.
So it expands you beyond your limited perception and the idea that whatever it is, the source of addiction will be nourishing for you because there's something so much more nourishing, so much bigger that you can tap into with your approach.
Exactly. And then most people with addiction are continually undermining themselves with blame and shame. And so that becomes a bigger part of the story, is there's the self-criticism or self-pity or victimization or I'll never get out of this. It's a vicious thought cycle. So we use meditation and pranayams or breathing exercises to help recognize that I'm not my thought.
Oh, beautiful.
It's a thought cycle that's going on, but that's not me either.
Exactly.
The story is not me. The thought patterns are not me. There's something else. And then we open the window to discover what that something else is and what that something else wants from the person in their life, So we encourage them to move forward rather than back, to release the pain through the body. Kundalini Yoga brings up the stuff from the body, and they express it. Often in classes, people are crying or laughing or something. And as these memories or whatever is a residue in the body is released through the postures and through the breathing and through the chanting.
Now, you've put together an incredible manual and a lot of documentation that helps guide your work as well. Right?
It's only available through the workshops. It's not available to the public, and the website is beyondaddiction.ca.
Beyond Addiction. That's so amazing. Now, I'm really excited because Sat is actually going to take us through a little exercise, and I want you to join us for that exercise. You're going to need to just allow yourself to get comfortable, follow Sat's instructions, and follow along with us.
Okay, so first thing would be to bring your palms together and rub them. Create some heat between your hands. And now close your eyes and just separate your palms and pull them apart maybe a foot or two and bring them back together and notice the energy field between your hands. Just bring your attention to the magnetic field or the push-pull between your palms. So this is part of our magnetic field. This connects all of us with the universal field. And it's nice to develop sensitivity to this. And now bring your palms to the center of your chest. Again, breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And relax the hands down and place them on your ankles. So this is a very common exercise in Kundalini Yoga. It's called the spinal flex. It just gets things moving. So you inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, press the lower spine down and back. Inhale, press the chest forward and tall. Exhale, lower spine down and back, in and out through your nose, and your chin stays level. And deepen the breath. Close your eyes gently, focusing the gaze between the eyebrows. This helps to draw the energy up through the body. And just move your spine forward and back, curving it forward on the inhale, back on the exhale. That's great. Now inhale tall. And exhale. Now place your hands on your shoulders. Keep the elbows up at shoulder height and pull them back a little bit so you're opening the heart, opening the chest. And now all together, inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, twist to the right. We have to synchronize this to not hit each other. Inhale left, exhale right, keeping the breath through the nose, and move your head with it. Good. Inhale, center, pull the elbows back, open the chest, open your heart. Open into love for self and others. And exhale, relax your arms down. So that's just a little warm up for the spine, so it's easier to sit still. And now we'll do a breathing exercise that's very simple, but very profound. So when you breathe through your left nostril, we invite more activity from the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps us to rest and relax. And we also invite more activity in the opposite hemisphere of the brain, the right hemisphere of the brain. The right hemisphere of the brain has more to do with present moment awareness, body awareness, intuition, and sort of the whole holistic perspective on things, the wide perspective on things. So by inhaling through the left nostril, we're encouraging that view of life. Present moment, wholeness, big perspective. And then we're going to exhale through the right nostril. And the right nostril has to do with the sympathetic nervous system and the left hemisphere of the brain. The left hemisphere of the brain is more focused on past and future, more focused on thinking, planning, worrying, etc. So it's as though we're inviting more energy into present moment awareness and releasing our attachment to the thinking, the planning, the worrying, the reliving the past. So I call this pranayama the meditation for a new start. So it gives us, or meditation for a new perspective, right? It gives us a new perspective so that we don't get locked into the story of the trauma, the story of the addiction, the story of blame, the story of shame. It's a way to release that. And yet it's so simple. So start by blocking the right nostril with the right thumb. Close your eyes, focus your gaze between the eyebrows, looking up gently. And slowly inhale through the left nostril only. First fill the belly. Keep filling the belly. Now fill the chest all the way. And now exhale through the right nostril by blocking the left nostril with the baby finger. Then inhale through the left very slowly, blocking the right nostril with the thumb. And exhale through the right as you block the left nostril with the baby finger. Continue this as slowly as possible. And bring your attention to every second of the breath. So you're feeling, experiencing the breath moment by moment. Hear it, feel it as it expands in the body. Let everything else be still. Just focus on the breath. As you do this, notice what the experience is also in the body. What sensations are you aware of? And simply allow those to be with awareness, with witnessing. Notice what's going on in your mind. If you find yourself thinking, come back to being aware of the breath, feeling it, hearing it, being with the breath. Allow the breath to be the anchor for the here and now. And now take a deep breath in through the left nostril and suspend that breath. Just hold it in gently. And exhale through the right. And then relax your arm down, sit quietly, keep your eyes closed for a moment, and dwell in stillness and peace with yourself. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And this is a technique that you could do for 3 minutes, or 11 minutes, or 31 minutes. So it's something that can work very quickly in just 3 minutes to get us out of a particular thought pattern, to help connect us to ourselves, or as a longer practice to really clear the past. You can do it for 31 minutes a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you so much, Sat, for your work in this field and your dedication to help those people who are struggling so deeply in such a genuine and heartfelt way.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, I have to say that this is actually quite an interesting experience because I've had a very busy day, and I know that Sat was running late as she was coming here to do this work with us, and we were all jangly when she arrived, and I am not so jangly anymore. So I can assure you that it works, and I would really encourage you to try it for yourself. Or if you feel inspired, reach out to Sat or see if you can join the September 2016 workshop in Ottawa on addictions with Sat Dharam Kaur and Dr. Gabor Mate. This is Dr. Anna Baranowski wishing you a gentle day. For more Ask Dr. Anna videos and information about post-traumatic growth and recovery, subscribe and like our YouTube videos at What is PTSD, or join us at previous video episodes in our playlist Ask Dr. Anna from the Traumatology Institute team.